Would you believe it? 230 million years ago, a creature so utterly counterintuitive soared through the skies. While all other flying animals had wings on their forelimbs, this one had them directly on its hind legs, creating a bizarre forewing plus hindwing four-wing flight system. In the prehistoric sky, it was like a freak of nature, even more outlandish than dinosaurs. This is Charavipteryx, a prehistoric reptile dubbed an evolutionary anomaly by paleontologists, yet it holds the ultimate secret to the origin of flight. Let's delve into this marvel. First, let's look at its most anti-human body structure. Charavipteryx was tiny, with an adult wingspan of only about 60 centimeters, similar in size to the bizarre Coelurosaurus mentioned in a previous video. However, its body structure was the most unique in the entire pterosaur family. Its forelimbs, like those of ordinary pterosaurs, had an elongated fourth finger supporting a wing membrane covered with blood vessels and muscles. This was its primary wing. But what's truly outrageous is that its hind limbs, from ankle to tail base, also extended into a complete, broad wing membrane. This means it possessed two pairs of fully functional wings, working in tandem for flight. Such a structure is virtually unprecedented among all known vertebrates. Scientists, through fossil reconstruction, discovered that its hind wings were not vestigial organs. Instead, they were replete with muscle fibers, capable of free opening, closing, and angle adjustment, responsible for steering, deceleration, and stabilizing the fuselage during flight. Essentially, it came with a built-in natural flight control system. Speaking of its discovery, there's an anecdote that overturned paleontological understanding. In 1981, paleontologists were excavating in the Dolomite Mountains of northern Italy, where Upper Triassic limestone and shale layers are renowned for preserving exquisitely detailed biological fossils. When the expedition team cracked open a seemingly ordinary thin shale slab, everyone present was astonished by the fossil before them. Surrounding the complete skeleton of this small reptile, not only were clear traces of the forelimb wing membrane preserved, but between the hind limbs and tail, there was also a distinct imprint of a thin membrane, with even subtle fiber structures visible at its edges. Initially, the research team unanimously believed this was an illusion caused by fossil compression and overlapping soft tissues, as no flying animal had ever been known to have wings on its legs. But over the next 3 years, the expedition team continuously unearthed 3 more complete Charavipteryx fossils from the same stratum, all bearing clear traces of hind wings, with even the capillary patterns on the wing membranes distinctly discernible. Eventually, the academic community formally confirmed it as a new pterosaur species and named it Charavipteryx, after the nearby Chara Valley where it was discovered. The preciousness of these fossils lies in their preservation not just of bones, but also of soft tissues, skin textures, and even partial muscle traces, allowing us to fully reconstruct the true appearance of this small creature more than 200 million years later. Let's discuss its real survival status in the Triassic period. Charavipteryx lived in humid areas at the junction of lakes and shallow seas, feeding primarily on small fish, aquatic insects on the water surface, and airborne arthropods. Its skull was slender, its snout long and pointed, and its mouth lined with dozens of small, sharp teeth, allowing for precise biting and rapid puncture hunting. Its bones were fully hollow with extremely thin walls, making its body very light. Coupled with its four-winged structure, this gave it maneuverability far exceeding that of other pterosaurs of the same period. It could glide low over the water, suddenly pull up vertically, and flexibly weave through forest gaps, making it one of the most agile hunters in the Triassic sky. Many people don't know that the emergence of Charavipteryx directly rewrote human understanding of the origin of vertebrate flight. Before this, the academic community generally believed that there was only one evolutionary path for flying creatures: forelimbs transforming into wings and hind limbs responsible for walking or grasping. But Charavipteryx proved that 230 million years ago, life had attempted a completely different path to flight, using all 4 limbs to collectively perform flight functions. It appeared nearly 100 million years earlier than 4-winged birds like Microraptor and Archaeopteryx, making it the first vertebrate on Earth to truly achieve 4-winged flight. It was like a bold experiment by nature on the path of evolution. Although this branch ultimately did not continue into the late Cretaceous period and did not become the dominant ruler of the skies, the fossils it left behind show us the most stunning aspect of life. To survive, to occupy new living spaces, life can break through all common sense, shatter all rules, and grow body structures you simply cannot imagine. In the long river of evolution, Charavipteryx was just a tiny branch, but with its peculiar body, it proved that the sky was never exclusive to a single species, nor was there only one way to fly. As we watch birds spread their wings and airplanes ascend today, let's not forget that more than 200 million years ago, a small creature with wings on its legs had already conquered that ancient sky in the most absurd and astonishing way. Its story was not erased by time, but hidden in the rocks, waiting for hundreds of millions of years until we finally saw it. The first step in two-winged flight. But you'd never guess that tens of millions of years later, in the age of dinosaurs, an even more extreme, more perfect flying dinosaur emerged, one that truly dominated the forest with 4 wings. It wasn't a pterosaur, yet it was covered in feathers with wings on both its fore and hind limbs. When first unearthed, even scientists thought it was a hoax. Its appearance directly overturned the notion that dinosaurs couldn't fly. In the next episode, we'll talk about this even more groundbreaking and mysterious 4-winged monster, Microraptor. Follow me, and next time I'll show you the true